Salute, MobTube. How is everybody tonight? Let's see. 50 people so far. Bobby Berberian, Miss Can't Be Wrong, Jesse Roth, Bong Funk MC, Brooke Lynn, how are you? Frankie Cicero, Brooklyn, Brooklyn, and Brooklyn. And yes, they are two different people. There's one, there's the other. Michelle and Edward Everett, the Sit Down, a Crime History podcast. Dave, Joe Root, Davis Dean, OC. It's one of those times where I feel like I'm repeating names. Stone Sailor, Frankie DeChico, Tatone, Amateur Historian, Johnny the Greek, Root Irish, Ryan Morrison. Let's see who else we got. Peter Dents, Chris Capello. How you doing, my friend? Matt, Joseph Montanaro, SL Gordon 3, Joey Frakes, Snap Roll, Cecil Clanton, Michael Malfa, and I believe that's it for now. 89 people. Not bad. Just started, so I'll take it. Let me see something real quick. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, that's Casperosa. See, here's the thing. After my show today, Casperosa, now for anybody who didn't see it, my show today was about Lee's racism and the racism of the people of SlobTube, but Lee specific because tweets of his were discovered and they're pretty effing racist, okay, except to racist people. To racist people, they're just fine, and everybody else is racist. But Casperosa, after that show, posted a couple of other ones as well, not just the ones I talked about. And I'm sitting here reading them, and they're, I don't know. I don't know if I want to say funny or just terrible. I don't know. I don't really want to call them funny. I mean, I guess they are, considering Lee is a moron. And everything he says is moronic, and it kind of makes you laugh. But they're actually pretty sad because it reminds you that there's people who think this way. You know what I mean? It's a goddamn shame. Wow. I mean, this is guys, go over to Casperosa's channel and look in his community tab. Okay. Looks like I'm not the only one who is exposing Lee today. Stone Sailor, it's funny you say that because I'll tell you what. As far as feeling sick, I don't really feel sick today, but I am so exhausted. It took everything I had not to fall asleep on the couch before this show. I'm going to do my best to get through this show, and then after that, I'm going straight to sleep. No staying up late tonight. I feel exhausted, just beat. Yes, they're everywhere, even when you least expect it. Well, listen, I don't think anybody's surprised by the fact that Lee is a racist. You know what I mean? But it's a totally different thing to kind of know it in your heart and to actually see it, in writing or in text, whatever. Lee has got a lot of opinions, man. And it's not just about black people. I'm looking at this one. Look at this. Look at Holder living in Las Vegas in his $1 million condo working for his rich J-word bosses. Oh, I see, Kanye. Okay. It's Con Lee. Yeah. Con Lee West. Here's another one that, Lee, if you're watching this, I want to laugh at you to your face. So I hope you're looking directly at the camera. Actually, I live a great life in a great town with a beautiful blonde haired, blue eyes lady that lives the ground I walk on. Okay, now in English, what that would say is, actually, I live a great life in a great town with a beautiful blonde haired, not blonde hair, blue eyed, not blue eyes, lady that loves the ground I walk on, not lives, Lee. It's unbelievable. He's 62 years old. He still can't read and write. Lee, now listen, you've made fun of my wife before for a lot of different things. So allow me to take the time to point out that Deanna is far from attractive. Beautiful blonde hair, blue eyed lady. Are you, what are you talking about, Lee? Is there a different one we don't know about? Because the one I saw is not beautiful. Okay, to say the least. I'm not trying to be mean or vicious to Deanna, but Deanna could even tell you. Beautiful is probably not the way she'd describe herself. And then he says, I can honestly say I am one happy dude. I just am the type of person that hates when people are victims and when people humiliate themselves to appease those who mock them behind their back. Lee, that's literally what you do. You humiliate yourself to appease those who mock you behind your back, like the people you're on screen with every night. And you're not a happy dude. And you don't have a beautiful blonde. And you don't live a great life. And you're not in a great town. Okay? He says, oh, 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 you guys ready for this? For those of you who haven't seen it. Lee then says, and these are from 2 years ago, I also have 3 children. All are children of color and don't use their complexion as a cop out. Lee's children are children of color. Since when? Lee, you're a fucking liar. We've seen the 4th, okay? And he is not a person of color, okay? And then we have seen TJ. And the only color she's a person of is all the different types of eyeshadow she had on: blue, yellow, pink, purple, green. There's no person of color. And I don't even know who the other one is, but are you kidding me? You just said that so you don't sound racist. People of color. Oh, and so you understood 2 years ago what a person of color is, but 3-4 weeks ago on Angel's show you had no idea. You didn't understand that phrase at all. You actually said, "Isn't white a color?" Didn't I hear that? Didn't I hear Lee say, "Isn't white a color?" But it looks like 2 years ago you understood exactly what it meant, or maybe you didn't, because maybe by describing your 3 very white kids, well, 1 kid and 2 stepkids. Let's be honest. My stepkids are not my children. All right, they belong to someone else. Okay, it's my stepkids. Okay, but maybe you thought white was a color and that person of color applied to white people because your kids are ultra white. And you said right here, I also have 3 children. All are children of color and don't use their complexion as a cop out. That's funny because I know a lot of guys like you, Lee. Well, fortunately, not personally, but I see them, arguing and debating stupid politics, and even though they don't know a thing they're talking about when they debate it. And according to guys like you, white straight men are society's biggest victims. You know what I mean? They're the ones that really deserve sympathy. Now, I don't know that you're straight, but you are white. Okay. So you use your complexion as a cop out. Okay. You use it for a lot of things, bro. Just come out and say you're racist. Just have balls. You know what I mean? Just have balls. Let me see, guys. I'm going to fill you in from Casper Rose's page here. See if there's anything else I should ridicule and make fun of. I got those. Your blind ass just doesn't get it, says Lee. This is a quote, YouTube. Quote, abortion is a racist tool used by white liberals to control black population. Unquote. Wake up, he says. Well, which is it? Because I've also heard you say that liberals want more minorities in the country so they can become voters for Democrats, right? So which is it? The liberals want to kill off black people, or do they want them more of them so they can become voters? You don't know, do you? Because you're a fucking moron and you just say things. No, I'll tell you what to wake up to. Conservatives claim to be pro-life, but they're pro-war and they're pro-death penalty. It almost seems contradictory, right? There you go. Wake up to that, Lee. All right, guys, let's see. I got his sympathy and axe right to the face. Lee is out of control. He is. And this is the thing with Lee. Lee is too stupid. This is why Lee could never be a good criminal. Lee does not understand covering your tracks, getting rid of evidence, so to speak. It's a huge part of being a successful criminal is knowing how to get rid of evidence. Well, Lee, you don't take any videos down. So Gunsmoke can do things like he's done recently with your old videos. And you don't take any of your old tweets down. So you get caught being a fucking blatant racist right out in the open for everybody to see if they just want to look back through your Twitter far enough. You don't get rid of anything, bro. If you killed a person ever, their body is probably still somewhere in your little project department. Although I doubt Lee has any racial tattoos, he may allow MRE to burn a swastika onto his fat ass cheeks, but that's about it. Fern Schillinger style. Yeah. What up, Lefty? Joe Root, listen, I'm not sure. I don't know. I know I do, though. I don't like to brag, but I'm the color off-white, more of a tan. I understand. Believe it or not, so am I. Just can't tell sometimes. This fucking light. The only thing keeping them from admitting they're actual racist is the fact that their channels would be removed. If YouTube was 100% free speech, they'd be saying all kinds of shit. Oh, yeah, Kirk Franz. You know it. Hold on 1 second, guys. Sorry, guys, that was Lefty. Lee is white, but his mole isn't. Do you know Lee? Do you know Lee? Everything. Just asking. Do you mean? No, forget it. I give up. Everybody's making incomplete statements. I'm confused. Lee's evidence are his teeth. He got rid of those. Oh, yeah. Good point. It's the one thing he got rid of, his teeth. Lee looks like absolute shit lately. Talk about the holiday 5, more like holiday 30 for Lee. Well, I don't know. See, I hear people say that a lot, but doesn't he always look like that? I mean, Lee is a hideous man. He really is. He's fucking atrocious looking. 156 people. Guys, hit the like button if you can. But more importantly, if you could donate, please do. Please, it would be very nice of you. I'd appreciate it. Or just one person. Just send a very large donation to make up for everybody else, and then I'll be fine. Lee said, I don't delete my twits in Twitter or my library on YouTube. No, he doesn't. All right, so guys, here's the plan. So I did an hour and 17-minute show. Oh, wait a minute. Jesse Roth, you may ask me a question. And yes, I think that is true with Kasparov. Yes, he does tend to show up. Did I point out or call out this? I think I did. Michael Moffa, $4.99 super sticker. I think I did. Thank you, Michael. Kirk Davis, $2. Lee Cole at the Apollo. This guy says he doesn't like people who are victims, and that's not what you meant, stupid. You meant I can't teach him how to talk anymore, guys. I can't. Saying you don't like people who are victims means that you don't like victims. Okay, like Tony Pizza disrespected the victims of 9/11. That's what that means when you say it that way, Lee. You don't know how to fucking say anything. What you meant to say is, I don't like people who play the victim, not I don't like people who are victims. Oh, God. My head's going to explode, guys. I can't. A 62-year-old redneck who can't speak fucking English. He can't read it. He can't write it. And he can't speak it. How is this happening in 2020 fucking 3? How? Ugh. Lee is the reason foreigners look at Americans and think we're the dumbest people on the fucking planet because of big, fat, smelly hillbillies who still can't read, write, or speak at the age of 60 fucking 2. Fucking hate you. Oh my God. I can't, guys. I can't. I'm telling you. I'm too tired for this shit. I'm too tired. My daughter didn't speak like this when she was 4. You know what I mean? This guy, 6 decades, and he's still stupid. When the fuck do you smarten up? How many fucking online degrees from ridiculous technical universities do you need to amass before you actually learn how to fucking speak the English language? All right, guys. Anyway. So I did a show for an hour and 17 minutes earlier talking about this stupid asshole and his fucking racist bullshit. Now I am going to drop the link and give other people a chance to voice their opinion about the same thing. Give me a second here. Unreal. I can't believe we got to share the earth with people like this, with people that are that fucking stupid. I mean, if I went over each one of these, I could probably, like a teacher with a red fucking pen, just scribble out everything that's wrong. There'd be nothing left of the fucking whole entire tweet. Fucking dumbbell, moron. I'm telling. This is why. You know what? Let me not get political. But people like this shouldn't be allowed to vote. Okay, seriously. They shouldn't. What's up, bro?
What's up, my friend?
Oh, nothing. Just bursting a blood vessel over here. You know, no big deal.
I couldn't pass up the opportunity to talk about Lee.
I don't blame you, bro.
So he's got 3 children of color, huh?
Oh, my God. Could you imagine this lying sack of shit? 3 children of color? Oh, my God. Where are those kids, bro? Because unless you have, 6 children, you're lying. No, because you said all of them. You said all. I know of you having 3. That would be all your children, Lee. And none of them are people of color, you stupid asshole. Lying sack of dog shit. Fuck me. Why has it got to be like this, Howie? Why do we have to live amongst dumb motherfuckers like this? Why can't they all just be picked up and like cattle, just driven to a fucking island filled with other stupid fucking people so we don't have to deal with them? Why?
Well, I mean, they usually lately they've been sending all the dumb people to Angels Chat.
Well, yeah. That's where they all fucking congregate. That's where they all congregate. That's where the stupid people go. And Angel is one of the biggest fucking morons on here. Lee, though, I still think is stupider than her. I honestly think so.
He thinks he's intelligent.
Oh my God. I know. He reminds us all the time how smart he thinks he is. He's,
You know what? Everybody's saying hello to me in the chat. I just want to say hello to everyone.
go ahead, bro. Shout him out.
Thank you for saying hello. Um, let me see if I could. Well, let me shout them out there. Alrighty. Joe Root. Hello, Joe Root. William Brooklyn. What's up, buddy? Danny Santos, my man, my cousin from Canada.
He's a good dude, Danny, and Jennifer.
Yeah. Jesse Roth. Hello, how are you? Peter Dents. Bobby Barbarian. Yeah, he's a loyal follower too.
Yeah, definitely.
Just can't be wrong. Can't leave her out.
Who said somebody's oh there you go, Danny Santos said I love it when Howie comes on.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Dave. Salute, Dave. Mini 560. Hello. Hey, this is like practice in case I start my own show, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Redheaded
That's why I'm just letting you go. Go ahead. And you'll become quicker at it.
Yeah. Frankie DeChico, what's up, buddy? Good to see you alive and well.
I know, right? Last I heard, he had an accident.
I'll let you take your show back. Yeah, I mean, listen, how much can we possibly it just come to the point where it's like we're beating a dead horse. It doesn't matter what you expose, what you find out, what you say about these people. They just don't want to listen. So
how come? Let me ask you something, Howie. How come no dirt gets dug up about anyone on this side, but it's constant dirt being dug up on the people of Slob Tube? Why is that, bro? Could it be that we're not fucking full of shit? We're not liars. We're not frauds. We don't claim to be anything we're not or weren't. I don't know. I would have to assume yes, right?
Right.
Listen, I'm the type of dude that if I was racist, I'd have to tell you. I don't even want to keep it a secret. I would just be like, yeah, I don't like whoever, whatever group. I would just say it. But these guys are all fucking cowards. They got to hide behind everything. What's up? I'm going to be out of order.
Hey, you know what? I was just thinking about something too. I just realized something earlier today. Basically what Angel is doing is if anybody talks bad about her in your chat, she attacks them.
Oh, of course.
I've seen the people in her chat and they all talk bad about everyone over here.
Of course.
So should we start attacking her subscribers like she attacks your subscribers? I mean,
sure, why not?
When you attack Miss Can't Be Wrong and Jesse Roth, I mean, you're going a little bit too far.
Listen, we both could right now encourage everybody just to be funny. We can encourage everybody to just say something bad about Angel in the chat, but we wouldn't do that.
Right.
We'd never do something like that.
Yeah, because that's basically the reason why she attacked me, because I said I referred to her as a blowjob. But
Yeah. Well, I mean, you were being honest. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, see, Lee Cole's a blowjob too. That's my word for fucking. Instead of saying asshole, I say blowjob. You see, you know what the definition of a blowjob is? A definition of a blowjob is it would be like a guy like Chicky.
Oh yeah,
that's a blowjob.
Yeah, he's a blowjob for sure. I got to pull this up. Frankie DeChico, who knew that he had such a sense of humor? In his afterlife, he's hilarious. Look what he said. I told John he was going to regret adopting that kid. Frankie DeChico, good job, bro. Good one.
Well, now we can say anything we want because Evidently, somebody texted me and told me that Angel will no longer be responding to you or anyone else.
Wait a minute. When was this?
Evidently, a little while ago.
Somebody texted you and told you that?
Yeah.
What?
Yep.
How much you want to bet? I could make her respond to me tonight before his show is over.
Yep. I think I could too, but I'm scared of her. I don't want to mess around.
Well, I understand completely. No, I don't.
You know, he, I, uh, I'm not going to touch that subject, but here we go again. Oh, who was that? Anyway, getting back to Lee Cole, that fat bastard. Now he's a senior citizen, and we're picking on a senior citizen.
No, we're not. No, we're not. We're not picking on anyone, first of all, and he's not a senior citizen. He's an old scumbag, without a doubt. He's barely a citizen, okay? And he's not a senior any fucking thing. It's for goddamn sure, okay? But we're not picking on him anyway. We're responding to his attacks. We're fighting fucking back. We punch back. That's what it's all about, you know?
Yep. And that, let me tell you something. That is one guy that is on fucking YouTube all day and night because he knows everything that's going on in every fucking channel.
Oh my God, yes he does. Bro, listen, if a guy starts a channel tomorrow, somehow Lee will find out about it. If it has 3 subs, he'll be in the comment section. He is a fucking loser of epic proportions. Okay, for real.
And not only does he find out everything that goes out on in every chat, he's also finding stuff on Twitter.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, Steve
You know,
Harrod.
like
Yeah, he's 62.
yeah. And hey, you know what I did today?
What's up,
Somebody
John
told me,
DeLuca? Sorry, Howie. Go ahead.
yeah. Hey, what's up, John? How are you? I looked. Somebody told me that kid, Damien Argenti, had a YouTube channel, and holy shit, I never seen anything like this in my life. This guy had the nerve to tell Angel that him and her are royalty. And let me
Yeah.
tell you something. If anybody gets a chance and they got nothing to do, you punch in Damien Argenti on YouTube and watch his videos. The most disturbing fucking uh no, I don't know what to fucking call him. He's like a fucking degenerate fucking uh I don't know.
Listen,
You have to see for yourself.
yeah, fucking Damien Argenti and all his fucking friends, his whole little crew there, is a bunch of fucking scumbag dirt balls. I mean, white trash at its maximum. They are the fucking worst. I was looking at some of them earlier when I was on the phone with Howie because the last time I saw him was like May or June. Okay, and I'm telling you, he's a despicable human being. If your scumbag father had any class, Damien, he's rolling in his fucking grave, knowing what you've turned into. You are a piece of shit. You are straight white trash, bro. Up and down. Everything about you is disgusting. From the fucking disgusting hole in the wall, shitty strip club you fucking hang out in, to the nasty comments you make about women, sticking dirty ashtrays inside of women, all this nasty shit, to asking chicks on video if they take anal. Bro, you are a piece of shit. I don't know where these Italians come from. Listen, I spent my whole life around Italians. You know what I mean? At least my family here, when I lived in New York, the whole fucking neighborhood. And I'm telling you, I've never seen trash like this. I've never seen trash like this. I don't understand where these motherfuckers come from. Is Providence really all white trash like that, or is it just them? Because those fucking people, him and his friends, including MRE, look at how they live. Look at the filth, the squalor. Look how disgusting, the nasty things they say, the way they talk to women. Oh my God, you're all fucking trash. Every one of yous. Oh God. I can't wrap my mind around it. I don't understand how these fucking people are Italian like we are. I don't get it.
I actually I saw this guy Tony Ubats too. He's like a larger version of MRE. Looks just like him. And
No.
getting back to like when they were on Angel's show, they were saying that they can't tell us their story because nobody would believe them. It's so out of this world their story. You know what? You're right. I wouldn't believe any story you tell us because from what I saw, you definitely are unbelievable.
Oh yeah. Yeah, for real. I wouldn't believe a word that comes out of their mouths. That's why Angel, when she's like, I had MRE's 12th friend on tonight, and he said he is not a white supremacist. Look, birds of a feather flock together, stupid ass. They're all white supremacists. Don't you get it? John DeLuca, 49.99 super sticker. Thank you very much, John. And he said, what's good to you, Howie, earlier.
Yeah, yeah, I saw that. What's up,
Yeah,
buddy?
yeah. Yeah,
Nice
thank you
to.
so much, John. By the way, somebody sent me a clip of Tony Pizza talking about Don Peps earlier.
Oh yeah, what he say?
He was talking about how much he misses it and he's jealous of people that get to eat Don Peps and stuff. I don't blame him. Listen, I heard it's the fucking. I wish I would have gotten to go there at some point, but I'm going to someday. Everybody
Yeah,
raves about it. You
no,
know what I mean?
it's definitely like a bucket list restaurant.
Oh yeah, yeah,
A lot of history, good food. Um, yeah, I mean these guys. I don't. I mean, I have to like think that maybe Angel hasn't seen these videos because if she has seen these videos and she these are the guys that she's sticking up for and bringing on her chat, then that's it. She totally, in my eyes, she totally lost her mind because these people are the low of the fucking low. Oh my god.
yeah.
What
I know.
fucking low lives. Low
I know.
lives.
Disgusting. This guy. If you showed her Damien's channel and she had no idea he was friends with MRE, she would fucking be trashing him every day and every night.
Yeah. What a fucking.
John DeLuca said FBS Diaz was a cool guy, bro. Yeah, John DeLuca had Nate Diaz in his restaurant recently. He sent me a picture today.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
he looks like a cool guy. You
yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah. Not somebody to fuck around with though. Definitely not.
No, and you know what? Very unassuming too. If you didn't know him, you'd
Oh
think like,
yeah,
yeah, I give this guy a
nothing to worry about.
couple of smacks and send him home crying.
Yeah, little do you know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck you all up. Root Irish. I found out tonight where Angel gets her victim complex. I know I put this up already, but her mom was interviewed by Frank Morano. All she said was the government persecuted John Gotti Sr. for no reason at all. Yeah, see? You know what I mean? No reason at all, really. Is that a new interview? I got to listen to that crazy shit. I'll do a whole show about it.
Well, yeah, I think so she's doing a show on an interview her mother did. So that's probably why she's talking about her father.
Oh, okay. Kurt Franz, if anyone here is familiar with ICP and Juggalos, Damien and his buddy Q Strange are supposedly horrorcore rappers. They've made appearances in the Juggalo scene for years. I am not surprised one bit, Kurt Franz. He everything about him screams Juggalo. Him and all his fucking dirtbag friends.
They called themselves the scumbag superstars.
I know, I know. They got the first part right. They're scumbags. Benny from the Bronx said, Howie City Line boys in the house.
What's up, Benny? Benny Blanco?
Yeah, he said, what's up to you earlier?
Oh, I didn't see that. Yeah, when I'm on talking with FBS, I have to actually click over to look at the chat, and then it blocks my view of who I'm talking to.
You gotta get a laptop.
Yeah,
You can get a
I
little cheap fucking Chromebook for like $200.
yeah, you're right because yeah, they have features that the iPad doesn't have.
Well, even if you might even be able to do it with your iPad. Are you able to see yourself and the chat?
Not together. I have
Oh,
if I go to the chat, it's like blocking everything.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Sean Landon Clark, $10. Discovering your show has been amazing, but it came at a price. Discovering the other side as well. Salute to you, FBS. Thank you, Sean Landon Clark. And yes, I understand. I understand. I know what you mean. Salute to you too, my friend. Thank you for the $10. My
Hey,
grandmother lived in Providence, Portuguese community there. Oh, okay. Like the Codfather. John DeLuca said that guy never ate in my place. Oh, John, you don't have to tell us. Trust me. Tony Pizza. No, hell no. We know, you know what I mean? But he likes to do shit like that. Oh, yeah, Don Pep's. I loved it over there. It's my favorite place. I miss it so fucking much. I'd give my bulge to go back there just one more time. I'd have the chicken Don Pep. Please. I want some white clam sauce. You know what I mean? Linguine and white clam sauce. I want some galamad. Shut up, Tony. You've never been to fucking.
yeah, what he meant to say was that he missed his chance in this lifetime to go to Don Pep's.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Oh, it's from 2018, the fucking interview, and she's doing a show on it tonight.
Yeah.
Interesting. Oh, hi, Jennifer Baez. How are you? Yeah, bro. Listen, man. Nothing surprises me at this point anymore. Like that stuff with Lee, I always knew Lee had that shit in his heart. But like I said, it's another thing to actually see it in writing or in text. It's like, wow, this guy, and this is Lee thinks he's famous now. You know what I'm saying? So he's probably in damage control mode. Like he wants to try to explain this away. He thinks he's going to get canceled or something. Lee, nobody gives a fuck about you, bro. You can say all the racist shit you want. You're never going to be famous anyway. So it'll just stay within this community. But we'll dog you out for it. You know what I mean? Besides, you have the side you're on, Lee. They're all racists, and they love that shit. They fucking crowded around MRE and had his back even more after they found out he was a neo-Nazi. So, you're all lowlifes over there, every single fucking one of you.
Right.
Hank Fiordolino said Tony Pizza ate out of Don Pep's trash can. Probably.
Tell Frankie to jump on. I mean, he loves Lee Cole.
Oh, I know he does. You want to jump on, Frank? It's up to you, bro.
I don't know. I feel like I'm like a loss for words tonight.
Why is that? What's up with you?
Yeah, I don't. You know what? I guess I need people to talk bad about me to have something to say. Nobody said anything in the last couple of days.
Angel said you're a slimy cocksucker.
Yeah, I think part of the reason why she's not going to respond to anybody anymore is because of what I said the other night about her half sister and her brother and the other brother.
Well, yeah, either that or she thinks that she has a lawsuit. She's gonna, try to, I guess, stay silent, but there's not going to be a lawsuit. And I'll say whatever I want in the meantime. She don't have to respond. I don't give a fuck. But she can't help herself. She will. She will. As a matter of fact, I was the one that wasn't talking about her or her daughter. It was her that started again with that fucking ridiculous Elio show the other night. So again, she started this back up as usual. And then once she gets a little abuse, I'm not going to respond anymore. Sure.
Yeah, right. They yeah, you're right. You're right. But if she lets all of those fucking blowjobs come on her show and start talking about you and all of us, it's like the same thing. Like that she's basically responding to us through other people.
Yeah.
She does that.
What happened? Where'd you go? Where'd Howie go? What's up, Frank?
Are you kidding? Just to make him repeat it again.
Oh yeah, I know.
Fuck you.
Yeah. What's up, Frank?
You cut out for a little bit, Howie.
Oh, I did?
Nah. FBS is right. He thinks he's a celebrity. Actually, he thinks he's he carries that kind of weight. Like I said it before. He thinks he's one of these prime interviewers. He'll never make it. And I'll tell you why. Because he's a kidnapper. Do you know anybody who interviews people on TV that has a record for kidnapping?
No.
It doesn't work that way. And now he has racist freaking tweets all over the fucking. That's enough to get one of those tweets is enough to get you ousted from a prime job forever.
Well, you know what I noticed too about karma is
True.
sometimes it really is instant, because it was like what a couple of weeks ago or a month ago, that video he made that Gunsmoke was playing the other night, where he said that me attacking Marla is blatant racism, and then just like that, boom, these tweets are found like
Yeah,
him
right.
being blatantly racist. You know what I mean?
What
I
a
mean, and
fuck
then even the
crazy.
mob genre. You know what ruins him in the mob genre? Well, a lot of things, but primarily, Danny Trio fucked him up. His credibility is fucking garbage. You think somebody who has these one of these networks are going to be like, well, let's ask Lee Cole. He's an expert in this subject. No, Lee Cole's a
Well,
fucking bullshit on it.
I
Yeah.
kind of disagree with that. I believe Danny Trio ruined Danny Trio because even before Danny Trio, Lee was a scumbag and he didn't know anything about
Yes, yeah.
anything.
I'm just
True.
my bad is I'm trying to say he signed off on that guy too, among
Oh
other
yeah,
things
yeah.
he's done wrong.
Well, he probably had the guy create that story. He probably helped him because that's Lee
I
Cole.
think there's a lot of truth to that. Yes.
I bet he printed up that fake article. He wanted to make like he had a Stone Cold Killer from Brooklyn, Colombo associate, on his show.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
believe, yeah, I
Even
believe he
more
was,
so with that fake story you had that chick write about the Barzini. What was it? Tataglia.
yeah,
Tartaglia,
Tartaglia, yeah.
Barzini.
Because that kind of like narrative that he was putting out for Danny Trio is comparison to the one he let this woman write for him. So yeah, you're probably right, Howie. He probably had a lot to do with inventing this character, Danny Trio.
Yeah, I'd be willing to bet my balls that he did.
Yeah.
And and also in that email, he kind of insinuated that he may have a body on him.
Oh,
You
damn near
right? Go
came
ahead.
right out and said it. Yeah.
Yeah, damn near did. Yeah, and
Well, well, since we're law-abiding citizens now, somebody needs to find out about this.
how about that other video he made?
From cold case.
I am that guy. I'm a bad
Oh my
motherfucker.
god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Wait a minute. You mean this one?
You have everybody fooled, but you don't have me fooled. You are what you are. And Angel Gotti, you're using him like you tried to use me. And when you couldn't use me, what did you do? You sent your little bitches after me. I smacked the shit out of one of them and he shut the fuck up and he let me know. Called my fucking house and said to me, oh, please don't come after me. That ain't nothing. That ain't nothing. Because I'm a mean motherfucker. I'm going to tell you that right now. I'm that guy. You call me an old man. Oh, you call me baldy. You call me fatty. You go right ahead of it. You go
He's
ahead,
that
do
guy.
it.
Yeah, that's hysterical.
Call me
Listen,
fatty.
hold on, we
What
got
a
some
bitch.
breaking. Yeah, I know. We got some breaking news here. And then Lefty, I'll bring you right on. Don Berlin said, is this true, Don? Is this 100% confirmed or is this a hypothesis? He said FBI instructed Indiana police to pull Brian over to film his hands and to obtain his driver's license to mop up
Wow.
DNA on 12/15/2022. Holy shit. If that's true, wow, you got to give them props. That motherfucker was driving from Washington State University to fucking Nowheresville, Pennsylvania. He got pulled over twice in Indiana. Didn't get a ticket on either stop, and now we know why. Holy
Well,
fuck. So they grabbed his license and pulled his DNA off of it. Oh, shit. I
you know
don't
what
give
I
the
thought?
cops props often, but wow.
Yeah. You know what
Go
I
ahead,
felt
Frank.
fishy? They pulled him twice in Indiana. Out of everywhere,
Yeah.
they pulled him up twice, and not once, but twice. That I was like, what the fuck? Are they that much of hard-ons in Indiana?
Yeah, they pulled him over for following too closely and for not wearing a seatbelt. So, yeah, that makes sense. And if you guys watched that video, he was shook. Like that first time he got pulled over, he thought for sure that he was all, he was fucked. So, what happened, guys? Hold on. Don Berlin, did they release the arrest affidavit or the probable cause affidavit? What happened? How do you know this? Because he's Don Berlin. That's how.
Yeah.
What
true.
up, Lefty?
What's up, man?
What's up, Lefty?
Nada.
What's
Yo,
up, Lefty?
Howie. What up, Frank? Yo, Howie, I just want to apologize. Last time we were on stream, man, I told you I told you something a little quick off the tip of my tongue, man, and it's not like, you know, we're boys or we're close where we have a relationship like that. So I just, you know, felt like it was disrespectful, and I want to apologize.
Yeah, I appreciate your apology. No worries.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool of you, Lefty.
Next time I'll fucking wring your neck.
Hey, go get your shoe shine box.
Yeah, you all right, Lefty? You look sick or something.
No,
You look like you just woke up.
throat.
Oh, gotcha. Let's see. So, Casey Robinson, $10 said those blowjobs ruin the term blowjobs. Thank you, Casey. Let me see. Lee looks like he slimmed down. Yeah, right. I'll send you the story. It just broke. Look at iPhone. Well, I'll look at my Android. How about that? Guys, can you take over for a second? I got to respond to a couple of texts.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, be right
The
back.
only reason Lee looked smaller is because objects may seem smaller in a meme. You know, like a rear view mirror.
Yeah. Hey, Frankie, did you see them fucking videos? Damien Argenti?
No,
you
no,
mean
no.
where
I'll
he's
check about though.
bro, where he's harassing ladies and shit. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
Did you see it?
No,
Yeah.
not yet. I
Not yet?
went on his YouTube.
Now
I went on
remember,
his YouTube page, but I seen pictures. I didn't go into the video.
this is the guy who said he was royalty, him and Angel, and that they don't tell their life story because it's too unbelievable.
So it's
Wait
Really?
till you see these videos. Holy shit.
Prince
check
of
him out.
Disappointment, man. The Prince of Disappointment.
I'm sure you've seen the videos, right, Lefty?
Yeah, where he's harassing bums, women on the street. He's trying to get somebody to give him a blowjob while he's taking a shit.
Yeah.
Real
yeah.
classy shit. Yeah.
Why
And
would he?
his-
Well, yeah. Well,
I
why would he
believe-
do it? Check it. Why would he post shit like that?
Because
'cause
that's him. That's who he is.
Nah, you know what they are? They're fucking motherfuckers like that shock fucking. They like
No.
that.
Listen,
What
dude,
are you gonna stick up for the guy now?
No, I didn't stick up for them. I'm saying they like that shock. They want attention, so they fucking act out. You know, they want to
you're
talk
talking about
loud.
like the jackass
shit.
CKY guys. But dude, no, this guy and MRE and his little crew are notorious degenerate pieces of shit in the town, man. Like, it's well known these guys are just shitbags.
Yeah, listen, they weren't looking for no shock. I mean, they were looking for shock value, but that's the way they fucking act. You can see the way their friends in the
Dirtbags.
were acting. You know, I mean, you got fucking MRE standing in the corner with all black with a fucking leather sport jacket and those fucking shoes that he wore at the wake with the white shoelaces. Holy shit.
Guys, I don't
gotta
want to
check
change the subject, but let me just read this since this is breaking news because I know
Yeah.
some people in here will be interested. So this
Yeah.
is from Fox News, okay? It's titled Idaho Murders, FBI directed Indiana police to pull over Brian Koberger seeking video images of his hands. Moscow, they probably wanted to see if he had cuts, whatever, you know, from the
Of course.
Moscow, Idaho. A Federal Bureau of Investigation surveillance team tracked Idaho quadruple murder suspect Brian Koberger and his father on a cross-country road trip from Washington State to Pennsylvania and asked Indiana police to pull him over, a law enforcement source told Fox News. That would have taken Lee 11 minutes to read that paragraph. The law enforcement source told Fox News that the FBI surveillance team was seeking video images of Koberger as well as his hands. Brian Koberger and his father were pulled over twice in Indiana on December 15th while making the cross-country trip. The law enforcement sources said that investigators were still building their case on December 15th to make an arrest, but added that genealogy played a major role. Hold on, wait. Brian Koberger is being charged in connection to the fatal November 13th stabbing of University of Idaho students Kaylee Gonsalves, Ethan Chapin, Xander Kernodle, and Madison Mogan during the early morning hours in Moscow, Idaho. During a traffic stop by the Hancock County Police Department, the Kobergers discussed an incident near Washington State University where a SWAT team killed an armed man amid a standoff. Yeah, they were talking about a mass shooting, which it wasn't even a mass shooting, but this incident that happened in WSU. And the cop had no fucking idea, I don't think, why they kept bringing it up. It was weird. Well, we're coming from WSU, Koberger's father, Michael Koberger says. What's WSU, the deputy says. Both men replied at the same time, and the deputy had a hard time hearing them over the vehicles passing by. So you're coming from Washington State University, and you're going where, the deputy asks. We're going to Pennsylvania, Koberger's father responded. All right, I'm going to skip past some of that, but I want to see the part about the DNA. Hang on one second. This is all shit we know. Hold on.
You know,
Yeah, I don't know, Don. I don't know, bro. I don't know where it is. I don't see it.
I forget who said it, you or Don, but you guys are right. Because I remember when I stabbed the kid that I cut my hand because your hand slides forward onto the blade.
Yeah. Well, I think that's why he used that K-bar knife too.
Oh, your hand slipped, yeah.
But here's
he supposedly
something.
stabbed 4 of them.
Yeah, here's something Mini 560 filled me in on the other night. I talked to you guys about the Instagram page of his where he was following the 2 girls. On that Instagram page, which is now gone, by the way, right after I talked about it, not long after the FBI took it down, and they had been taking his social media down, so I guess they were just getting to that. But he had a video of a guy breaking into a car, and the guy that was breaking into the car got attacked by the owner and beaten to death with a baseball bat. This was the video. It was a pretty sick video. But it turned out that video was basically a commercial for this tape. I forget what it's called. Maybe she could put it in the chat. But this tape is meant for shit like that. It's like this non-slip tape. Now they say you're supposed to use it on baseball bats for obviously baseball, things like that. But it's interesting that this dude used this K-bar knife, had this commercial for this tape on his Instagram page. And as far as we know, he didn't cut himself at all while killing those 4 people with that knife. So you have to wonder if his handle of that knife was wrapped in that tape. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I don't know what they call them, but the knives that have those 2 little, like it has like a support to keep your hand from sliding onto the blade.
Yeah, that's what his K-bar knife had.
It's called a hilt. And
a hilt?
And the K-bar knife has a hilt to stop your hand from sliding or going down the blade when you're stabbing somebody.
Jesse Roth said that's smart. The cop's body cam would get video of his hands. Well, yeah, and I don't know. You don't see the part where he first walks over, I don't think. But you know how cops are. They'll tell you put your hand on the wheel. You know what I mean? So your hands are up there because when they show, I don't know if you guys saw the video, but that's how he's sitting in the car with both hands on the wheel, 10 and 2. You know what I mean? So it was a good fucking idea. But I don't see the part Don's talking about with the DNA. I have no idea where it is.
The DNA was probably under their fingernails.
Oh, he's trying to get me the link now.
It's the license, right?
It might not have been. Huh?
When he hands over the license, I think they took the print off the license.
That's probably
touch DNA.
Plus there's oil.
Yeah, touch DNA. Yeah, the DNA is what they were going for. So they probably got the touch DNA right off the license. Yeah.
Or they could have pulled them out of the car, did something along those lines. They could have done something extra to get a better piece of DNA than touch DNA from the license.
The next plan was to ask Tony Pizza to ask him for some change.
Well, actually, they know.
Begging for it.
they said through genealogy. So they might have gotten a lead through one of his relatives or something where the DNA popped, and that's what led them to him.
Yeah. Well, you know what? They're doing that genealogy DNA stuff with people that check their like go to ancestry.com.
Yeah.
That's all
Criminal
saved,
cannabis.
and they have access to that.
Yeah, I'm gonna put this up real quick. For anybody who hasn't seen it, I'm gonna show it. Hang on one second.
Yeah.
They did that with the Golden State Killer.
They did
Yes.
that with a few of them.
Yeah, that's how they went through the database and they found out more or less. They went to limit they started limiting suspects that way.
What they take DNA if you get locked up for a felony, right?
Yep.
Now they do, yeah.
Yeah.
There he is.
Hello. How you doing? How y'all doing today? Good, good. Take a look at your driver's license real quick if I could. See, he's right up on that van, man. He was right up on the back end of that van. Pulled you over for tailgating.
There you go.
Is this your car? Okay. Cool.
Who's he with?
Where you headed?
His
His
dad.
father.
Well, we're coming from WSU, and we're
What's WSU?
that is SWAT team area.
His dad seems more nervous
Okay, I'm
than
having a
him.
hard time hearing you.
Yep.
Because of the traffic. So you're coming from Washington State University, and you're going where? Oh,
We're going to be going to Clinton.
Look at that creepy ass look he's got.
So we're slightly punched because we're driving for hours.
hours, days.
Hours to drive. Well, almost a day.
He's shook.
Okay. And what'd you say about
The
some
father's
SWAT team
real
doing?
shit. The son seems just creepy and like trying to be as serious
Where?
as possible.
Yeah.
Looking direct eye contact. You know, not trying to break contact.
Interesting.
Well, it's horrifying.
And then he's looking at his father to, you know, reassure him.
So
Why
so
did he
y'all
say
work at
it's
the university
horrifying?
there?
They're talking about this mass shooting thing that it wasn't even a mass shooting. It was an
Okay.
incident. Hold on, let's see.
Yeah.
It's hard to
Okay.
hear.
And what'd you say
Yeah.
about some SWAT team thing? Or
Yeah,
something?
there was a mass shooting and everything. We don't know
Where?
That's right, Don. He's not trying to touch the license, only on the very edges.
Interesting.
Well, it's horrifying. He's supposed to be university. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So y'all work at the university there?
I actually do work there.
Oh,
Do PhD in criminal.
okay. Okay. Yeah, I hadn't heard about that incident. Just yesterday, or?
This happened last week. About an hour and a half ago. We're still wrapping it up for investigating. I'm not sure there's two shootings because they did shoot somebody,
Let's see.
and then you don't know about that actually.
Interesting. Wow. Okay. So do me a favor, don't follow too close, okay? All right. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Chris, was this the first or second stop?
This is the second, I think. See, I
Yeah,
thought he had
because
his
you let
hands
him
on
go.
the wheel. Yeah, I thought he had. Well, he let him go on both.
Yeah, but he didn't take the license back to the.
Yeah. It didn't look like he took
Yeah, it
anything
didn't
off
look like
the
it, yeah.
license. And I thought his hands were up on the steering wheel. Maybe that was in the first stop. Let me see.
Yeah,
if
'cause-
Don, yeah, Don didn't get me the link yet. We'll have to see what they say.
Yeah, because he looked a hell of a lot more confident in the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he I don't think he got the DNA in that stop.
No.
They might have gotten the DNA sample from the father because when they said familiar. I don't know, man.
Why would they get it from the father?
Well, because they can compare it with the father and know that it's a familiar.
Yeah, but they took his license.
No, I know. I'm saying
sit
like if
next
they
to him.
weren't able to get a substantial sample from him, and they were still able to get something solid from the father, it would still work. That's
You
what
know how much touch DNA there's got to be on a driver's license.
Oh, of course. Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, and listen, like I highly doubt he left fingerprints behind. You know what I mean? But he definitely left
No.
DNA behind.
I think he left DNA underneath the fingernails of the victims.
No.
Yeah, I like how they asked the father, where you coming from? What? And he goes, WSU. Imagine the cop with a fucking, what, Washington State University?
Yeah, I
Would
know.
have threw that whole case right down. He goes, what the fuck? We're in Indiana. How'd you guess that?
Cop wasn't wearing gloves. No, he wasn't. The father knows. Yeah, I have a feeling he might too. Frank can tell me. Oh, can you tell me about Baldo Amato and what type of guy he was? I don't know. It's up to you.
Yeah, I don't talk about him much, but he was very flamboyant. Very flamboyant. Had
There
an
you go.
arrogant aura about him.
Oh, all right, that's good. Now I know exactly who he is.
Well, yeah. No.
Very flamboyant.
Well, I mean,
Dexter Morgan.
Well, we know who he is, right? He was the bodyguard in the Carmine Galante. It was
Right.
somebody that I worked for. Not direct, through a cousin of his. And he's from my hometown. We go back. Our families go back a long time. I testified in one of on the second trial against him in respect to gambling charges and working in this place. But that's it. I mean, he was very not approachable and very, very sharp, extremely sharp. And that's about it.
That's
good
more than
enough.
enough. Yeah.
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 Dexter Morgan. I don't know. I'm starting to think Don Berlin was trolling me because I don't see anything. I think that was a guess on Don's part because I'm Googling it and there is no such article about them pulling DNA from one of those traffic stops. I think there's a possibility they may have, but I don't see anything about that. So I retract that earlier statement. Sometimes my friends set me up to fail. I don't know why.
Well, and another thing, there's no evidence that the victims had skin under their fingernails.
No. This guy was going for his PhD in criminology. He studied serial killers. There's even a possibility he might have had some interaction with BTK because his fucking professor was involved with BTK. She spoke to him, she worked with him. She studied him, whatever. This guy was covered up. I guarantee it. I wouldn't doubt if he had booties on the whole fucking nine.
Can I ask, did any of the victims have defensive wounds?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
I don't know. I just think like even if he was covered up and shit, if someone's fighting for their life, and now if it was a gun incident, I wouldn't think twice. But since it's an up close knife thing, and I don't know about you guys, but if I'm gonna try to fight for my life, I don't give a fuck if it's got latex gloves or some shit or a mask. I'm fucking going for anything I can, and
anything's possible. It's definitely possible. And that's the thing that sucks. Until this fucking jerk appears in court in Idaho, which probably won't be till tomorrow afternoon, we're not going to get to hear the evidence because the probable cause affidavit is sealed until then. But here's what's real fucked up. A judge yesterday put a gag order on everybody involved in the case, police, prosecutors, defense attorneys. So if they decide to somehow court order that probable cause affidavit to remain sealed, we might not find out anything till the trial. But I don't think they're going to allow that. The press will go ape shit.
Yeah. Right.
Anyway, we could get back to the Lee stuff and all that now.
Yeah. They should check Lee Cole's DNA. Just run it through just to make sure.
Just
it just come back as bacon.
You're gonna find lard.
Hey, oh yeah. Getting back to Lee, you said about the racist comments. When you hear him talk on Angel's show, he's always slipping in a little racist comment.
See, I don't listen to it.
Right.
I never listen to her show.
Well, maybe you should. This way you know what's going on.
Yeah, you're probably right. But I can't bring myself to do it, Howie. That's what I got you for. Howie fills me in on any of the important shit.
Yeah. I've been slacking, but.
Yeah. Danny Santos, it was about 2 hours, 2.5 maybe hours for me. Sorry. It's all right. Listen, I generally don't even want to hear what goes on in her show. But if it's something real important I need to know, then, usually somebody fills me in.
Yeah, like that last show where a lot of shit went on. It was just too long to be able to, like if you don't watch it as it's happening, it's if there's 2 hours worth of good shit, you have to sit there for 2 hours and watch it. I'm sure fast forwarding it, I probably pass a lot of shit that's probably good to know too. But, yeah, think about it. 8-hour video. If you're gonna watch that, you got to be sitting down in front of your TV for 8 hours.
Right, it's insane. I couldn't even imagine doing an 8-hour video. I couldn't even imagine.
No way. I can't. I can't stay sitting for fucking more than 2 hours.
No, me neither. Look, when I'm on with you guys and I'm not even talking, I have to get up sometimes and just go walk around or go outside for a minute. I can't stand sitting here in this chair. It's one thing if I'm on a rant or something, but when I'm just sitting here listening, I go crazy. I have fucking OCD. I'm sorry, ADD like a motherfucker. It makes me want to get up and go do something else. Because I can't be
a real lonely, desperate person to stay there for eight fucking hours.
Bro, and they all do it. They'll all stay on there. None of them have a life. Not a single one of them. It's amazing.
Jeez.
Yeah, it is.
They should get sponsored by like fucking a strong support chair. That can hold that kind of weight for 8 hours.
Yeah.
I'd like to know what kind of chair Lee Cole has because he's on there for more than 8 hours.
Well, the legs are sweating, that's for sure. The legs on that chair, like, get the fuck off me.
Let's see. Oh, Tony Duck said how he listened to it at 2 times the speed. There you go. You can knock it out in 4 hours then.
Oh, okay. That's a good idea. Right, it's a 2 times the speed, but it's enough to understand. You can still understand it. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, why not?
Right, because then I could turn 2 hours into just 1 hour.
You're gonna start doing that, aren't you? They'll sound like chipmunks.
I don't know.
My father.
I don't know what you're gonna do without me because in 2 more weeks I'm going back to work. And I won't be able to watch these shows the way I am now.
It's all right. Listen, somebody, don't worry, somebody will fucking.
Yeah, I'm sure there's other people.
If it's like everybody knows at this point, like my friends know, like if it's bullshit that's just gonna put me in a bad mood, don't bother. But if it's crucial, it's something I need to know. They always send it to me eventually. You know what I mean? But I don't, I couldn't care less at the same time. It gives me content. That's about it. I mean, everything they say is horse shit anyway. It don't mean a fucking thing, And the way this works is the people that want to believe their bullshit will. The people who are smart enough not to won't. That's it.
Yeah, very true. Very true.
Yeah.
So how you going back to Lubbock and work on the farms?
Yeah, I'm actually going to be like 10 minutes away from Lee's house.
Are you really?
Nice.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So
I can only be so lucky.
Oh, you wish you were as close as fucking Howie is, bro.
No,
Yeah,
I know, I
Yeah.
know. I
I
could
can.
actually smell
I
his
get.
fucking his
I get
ass.
so close that I can peek in his window every once in a while.
I do that sometimes.
But I would never try to open the door because he's
Oh,
only got
shit.
one lock on it, and he's ready behind the door with a shotgun or something.
Yeah,
You
what do you
gotta
say? He's
get
gonna
right,
kill us?
man. The real definition of a peeping Tom. You know?
Wait. This is the new one. This is the
You know,
new
his
one.
brother Tom.
Now he's been friends with the police chief.
Oh God.
Well,
Him and the
we knew he's
police
been
chief
friends
are
with
buddies.
police chiefs all his life, but
Wait,
okay.
wait. Maybe he means they're on a first name basis, which means he knows Leroy Cole as the 2-bit con man he is.
Well,
It-
the police chief needs to tell him about the First Amendment right and when it's dangerous and when it's not, and when you're accountable for what you say on the internet. Like, leading people to go after a federal witness, like in Springfield, Maybe the
Yeah.
police chief should give him a little bit of God forbid something happen. And we're not ones to go to the cops. I'm not. I never did. I never dialed 911 in my life. So you're lucky, Lee. But God forbid something happens on your fucking leading. It's happened. You are liable. You can go on a conspiracy, a federal conspiracy, of that because it's you're doing it on the internet and state to state. So put that in your fucking database,
you're
Fatso.
you're talking about when he dog whistled to for people to hurt Anthony.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the First
Yeah.
Amendment right only goes so far. There's a lot of First Amendment lawyers. Go ask them. You when it becomes dangerous, it becomes a crime that you can only do. You can't. Kind of like the January 6th, the Trump insurrection kind of deal.
Yeah.
Right. They
Same shit. Same
they
shit.
say
Not
he
the same
dog
shit. It's
whistled
actually
and
they dog whistled and they acted out, and look what happened. They were picking people off the streets like nothing.
yeah, that's very true. I mean, saying that what he said is like like teasing the people from Springfield, calling them
Well,
wussies for not doing anything.
Well, see, in this country, there's a misconception that you could say whatever the fuck you want because you're protected by the First Amendment. That's not true. When there's a
No, of
crime
course
that's
not.
He's trying to
and
incite or provoke a reaction from people and get somebody hurt.
that's a conspiracy to a crime.
Yeah, right. That's not protected under the First Amendment.
Fuck with
Trying
me, Lee.
to,
Go ahead.
Someone should strike that channel on that show he did because I got another strike, fucking like yesterday or the day before.
For what?
Violence or something else in a live stream, which made no sense, and I appealed it, and they said no. So I have no idea.
yeah,
Interesting.
Chris, you were so convincing with your acting skills that I thought you were really saying, really?
And,
You know,
and
like
then I don't know. There's a
Oh,
police
yeah,
chief
yeah, yeah.
somewhere.
Nah, bro. Go ahead, Frank. What?
There's a police chief somewhere that hangs out with a convicted kidnapper. Shit.
well,
That's
he
that.
probably met the police chief when he made the complaint on you. He probably said hello to the police chief, but now he's buddies with him.
Of
Did he
course.
tell him that he has a warrant in Florida?
Yeah, I bet you he left that part out.
He doesn't have it no more.
Yeah,
Well,
he's
maybe I could remind this guy.
No, he don't. The warrant is closed. They showed the receipt.
Oh
Who
yeah,
did?
and by the way,
on Angel's channel, they showed the receipt. The warrant is
Oh,
closed.
so that makes it official because she works for the cops too.
yeah, and by the way, if you report Social Security fraud like him,
Oh, so she's an authority in the fucking police department now too, right?
you'll get
Yeah.
arrested. But
Yeah.
no, you won't because it says if you suspect fraud, let us know. The
Yeah.
guy's sweating in his boots.
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah.
Howie
She
CW1 $9.99. Donate if you hate Lee. Thank you, and that's good advice. Yes, if you hate
Donate
Lee,
if you hate Lee.
donate.
Please
Donate,
donate.
please.
And I'll
let me
stay in
see.
next. I mean, if you guys, not that no, I shouldn't say that. If I say, "Oh, I'll stay," then I really won't donate. But yeah, help the guy out.
Yeah, and Rude Irish said FBS 225, the stepdaughter 148 scoreboard. Yeah, I kicked Lee's ass earlier too. Yeah, they don't do well against me. So they have 148 people. I have 200. Actually, I have 234 right now. So thank
Hey,
you for filling us in, Rhode Island.
you know who Lee had on today? He had that guy, Chomo Inc.
They're
Yeah, I
family.
know.
Right.
Yeah.
Evidently, the guy hasn't been on YouTube because he was in rehab. Is there such a thing as a 28-day rehab?
Yeah.
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 Why couldn't they be in that house in Idaho?
I know, right? It would have been
Both
so
of them,
much
yeah.
better.
Oh,
Not
my
those poor kids.
Yeah.
Lee, Chicky, Emma, Reed, Damien, either Damien.
Yeah.
Huh.
Let me see something here. Anthony Cipollone, I didn't get it, bro. I hope you got the right person. I didn't get it. What a
Oh, I just
story
got
that is.
$100 on my account.
What do you mean?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm fucking with
No.
you.
What a
The guy
story
said
that
it
is.
back.
Oh. Terry Washington, make room in your schedule to come on at some regular times, like 2 times a week minimum wouldn't be too. Oh, you're talking to Howie. Okay. Oh, he's saying don't go, Howie. He doesn't want you to leave.
When I go back to work.
Yeah.
Hello, Anthony Muggs. You just sent me a message.
$50,000 scam. Of course, he will be in rehab. Lots of heroin.
Mug sent you a message, Frank?
Yeah, he's saying hi.
Oh. I thought he sent it on your telephone.
No, through my messenger, Facebook.
I don't know if that whole $50,000 thing is true. I asked Primo about it, and he said it isn't.
Oh, that's what he said on fucking Angel's channel.
I know. I'm just letting
Yeah.
everybody know. When I asked him, I was like, "Hey, what's up?"
No, and then Robert Rosso said it too. When I borrow money, I get 50,000, not 5,000.
Okay.
He could be lying, but I mean that guy lies about everything.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I heard Damien and Chicky tell me they had $100,000 for their TV show, and then I talked to the person they thought they were getting the $100,000 from, and he's like, "Dude, I never said anything like that. Never in a million years."
Oh, they tried to get it from that guy Primo?
$10. No, they could try to get it from somebody else.
Oh.
And Damien tried trading me 10% of nothing for a Mercedes, and I was like, "No, dude, sorry." And he got
What?
bothered.
He tried to trade you 10% of the movie of the
Yeah.
TV show?
10% of the TV show for a Mercedes I had, and I'm like, yeah, no, dude.
He did that shit with Jerry the art guy.
Bro.
He had him do all types of artwork for his channel, and then he was like, "Oh, I can't pay you, but I could wear a hoodie with your company name or something in Hungry Hill." He was like, "Go fuck yourself."
Yeah, I don't believe. Dude, he just ripped somebody off for an ounce of blow the other week.
Well,
What the
supposedly, he had a girl bought him a Mercedes.
Yeah, the same girl that met up with me and him to buy my Mercedes, but the dude wanted to fucking. I told him it was dirty and needed to be detailed. It was at the shop for the last 2 months sitting around. Oh no, I can't afford that. I'm like, all right, you can't afford $200 for a full, detail, shampoo, leather, conditioning, all that shit. Fine. Like,
Before I forget, Lee Cole is doing his show. He's interviewing this guy Rosso, and Lee Cole could give a flying fuck about this guy and his addiction. He's just fucking interviewing this guy and asking him questions to make him spill his guts out and look like a fucking lowlife. And because Lee Cole used to make fun of the guy when he was missing.
You know who he threw under the bus today? Danny Trio. He says, "Well, I guess I didn't even." Well, Danny told people he wasn't who he was said, and he even told me that too. Like he didn't know.
Say that again.
He threw Danny Trio under the bus too today.
Yeah, I know, but what did he do?
Well, he said that Danny was lying about who he said he was to him and to other people too.
Yeah, right.
Like he
He was
didn't know. You
part.
know
He
what I
was
mean?
part of that. He was part of that.
Yeah, it was part of that. Especially when they said they beat up A-Light out in Tampa. That shit didn't happen. They
No,
got
Yeah,
together and
that
made that
is.
shit up.
That's
no,
like
we
when they said fucking Anthony and fucking Lefty were caught in bed together.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's kid shit.
Good.
It's like fucking 5-year-old shit.
That's what they
Listen,
do.
that
They make shit up, sex
yeah,
tapes,
yeah,
That's
yeah.
all
just
kinds of.
like, when
Children.
Jamie said he was a Columbo associate or a jewelry store robber or anything but somebody who stole people's underwear and shit.
This guy Danny was so much about brats having to look in the mirror all the time. Motherfucker, how are you about looking in the mirror every day, knowing that you had to make your fucking story up, your aura, everything about
You're
you's fucking phony, just to find out that you stole fucking underwears. A mirror, you should break that mirror. You don't want to look at your fucking face, you fucking mutt. You're a mutt. You like to use that word mutt? Number one mutt. And that blowjob friend of yours, Lee.
Frank, I don't think he cares, man. I think him and Lee have known each other for a long time and they just don't care what anybody thinks.
I mean, that's children's shit, though. What, they can't break out of the Halloween phase? What? When we were kids, we put on masks and we went trick or treat. They're fucking 60-year-old men.
Yeah, but they can't get out of the Halloween spirit because they look like monsters.
Fucking it's ridiculous. I mean, that people actually really live like that.
Yeah. Antonino, yeah, yours went through. I'm sorry. I thought I read it already. He said nothing funny to say, just don't be a Lee. Antonino, $20. Thank you, my friend. But Anthony Cipollone, I don't know, bro. I didn't get anything from you. I'm not sure what happened.
Yeah, Chad D, you're right. Evidently, Lee said that he said I'm rooting for you 100% to Chomo Inc. Yeah, right. Lee Cole doesn't care about anybody but himself.
No, he wants
Mhm.
promoting subscribers and people that go in there that don't go into his chat yet.
Yeah, when he says Lee is responsible for getting him into rehab, what he means is Lee probably called his PO and got him forced in.
Yes, yeah.
He has,
Yeah.
he has a thing for doing that.
I mean, he was making fun of the guy the last time he disappeared, insinuating that he was on a drug binge. I mean, he happened to be right, but now he wants to play like the caring fucking. The next thing he's gonna do is he's gonna have an addiction recovery show.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah.
You should
Did
have
you
a
hear
thing
that
of
one,
borders.
FBS?
No, I'm sorry, I missed it. I'm texting.
Next, Lee Cole's gonna start an addiction recovery show.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, but whatever I do, yeah, whatever I do, he's gonna do. Yeah.
That was him easing into the genre, doing the
Dude,
interview with Chomo.
I was a cocaine and alcoholic addict, man, until I met my girlfriend at rehab.
Hey,
Yeah,
Mustache
exactly.
Pete, what's up,
And
buddy?
she's a nurse, but she lives in Canada now. Her name is.
Yeah, I know.
Sean Landon Clark, $10. Here's something to piss off Lee. Also, because I like Howie and Lefty seems like a cool guy to have a beer with. It's a win-win-win. Thank you, Sean Landon Clark. Thank you for the $10. And yes, it's pissing off Lee as we speak. I guarantee it. Jay Russo 23. Yeah, what the fuck? You left Frank out. Jay Russo 23 said, Frank and Howie, name your top 2 pizza places in New York, and what do you put on that pizza? The fuck?
I don't put anything on the pizza. Maybe a little garlic and pepper. That's
No
it.
oregano?
I just have cheese. Nah, no oregano.
All right. What about you, Frank?
Roses on Fresh Pond Road.
Oh, bro.
It's a Sicilian pizza, but the sauce is on top, cheese underneath. That's
My
my favorite right there.
My favorite is Ozone Pizza on Liberty Avenue and the corner of Rockaway Boulevard. It's under the L. It's called Ozone Pizza.
Yeah.
Bro,
They make the Sicilian just like you just said with the sauce on top.
Bro,
But
Roses 2 brings me back to my fucking childhood. Like that's the one thing me and my dad did together a lot. We'd go there and get some, a few slices of Sicilian. Like, bro, I fucking loved it. I miss it so much. When I took a trip back to New York about a year ago, we were supposed to go there. We wound up getting all fucked up. But, bro, I love Roses, bro.
yeah, Roses is excellent too.
Oh my god, man,
And
I
New
love
Park
it.
Pizza's pretty good back in the day.
It's different, but it's good for it's. They're like I don't know. New Park slices is like so light. It's like you
Yes.
can eat four of them without getting full.
Yeah.
And you
Cellar
have
Door
like a.
AK. Oh, I'm sorry.
Go
Go ahead.
ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Cellar Door AK Mustache P 9.99. Lee just likes Chomo Inc. because if they were in jail together, Chomo Inc. would have sat with him. That's hilarious. Thank you, Cellar Door. That's fucking hilarious.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, he would have. He likes to sit with the Chomos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The guy just said that he said Lefty by mistake. He meant Frank.
Who?
The guy.
Oh yeah. Yeah, all good.
The new pizza spot in New York is, what is that, Lucali's? Apparently, is that right? I don't know.
Oh, that's the pizzeria where Benny Geritano fucking sliced up the owner.
Oh, okay. William Brooklyn.
That's in downtown, right? Downtown Brooklyn, off what the fuck is the name of that street? Like in the neighborhood that fucking Joe Gallo is from.
Carroll Gardens.
Yeah, Carroll Gardens.
Yeah. You know the other pizza place was in Bensonhurst. It was on 20th Avenue. It was not too far from my cousin Dino's house by St. Dominic's Church. It was like 3 blocks away, and there was a pizza shop. Every time we went together, we used to go there. It was a pizza shop there. It was really fucking good.
There used to be a place called Hotline Pizza under the L on 86th Street that I loved. They had this baked ziti pizza. It was fucking banging. But nobody seems to remember it. You could look up pictures of it online, like if you Google it. You know what I mean? There's pictures of it from back in the day, but a lot of people don't seem to remember it. L&B too, William Brooklyn. I fucking love L&B. I did a video from there like a year ago.
Oh, wow.
I mean,
Yeah,
there's
Sammy
so
was
many
talking
good
about-
places.
Sammy
Yeah,
was
me-
talking about pizza the other day, how he says that New York pizza, he loves it, just loves it. And it's got to be good because there's a lot he brought a good point. It's got to be good. There's a lot of competition. If you're not good in New York making pizza, you might as well close the fucking door.
Yeah, well, they say like when you have like an area with a lot of the same type of place, they usually do good. Like all the junkyards in by Shea Stadium, there's a whole bunch of junkyards all next to each other, and they all do good because everybody goes there because they know they have a better chance of finding the part they need because there's so many places there. I mean, that's what they say. Hey,
With all due respect, what's that have to do with pizza? How I love you, though. I mean,
no, I'm saying like a whole, if there's like a lot of pizza, or same type of a bunch of restaurants in
I
the
got
same
you.
area.
What you got you. You're finding what you're looking for. There's more variety.
Right. Yeah. Like, even like with a restaurant, if there's like, an Italian restaurant, Cuban restaurant, all different types of restaurants, you'll get more traffic,
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Of course.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh shit, William Brooklyn, $10. Thank you, my man. But listen, if you need that more than me, let me know, bro. I'm sure you do. I could send it back to you, but thank you for that. Thank you very much.
You know why the pizzas do good in Manhattan, Frank? Because they're all over the place. So a lot of people, they just go to these places out of convenience because it's down the block. They don't have to travel. Like if they're working somewhere and there's a pizzeria down the block, that's the pizzeria they're gonna go to. They're not gonna go 10 blocks away to eat a slice. And you know what? Most pizzerias, not all, their pizza's always decent. As far as my experience goes. Hey, Frankie, did you ever eat at Nick's Pizza on Austin Street?
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
Oh,
they're friends of mine too. The people who owned it.
I love that place.
That was the one right by the lemon tree.
Yep, yep, yep.
Yeah, yeah. I used to go there a
Joe
lot.
Joe Cap said, yeah, the owner Mike Iacano got stabbed by at Lucali by Benny G over a girl, I believe.
Yeah, yeah. Benny Geritano.
You know what's a
Yeah.
good one too? It was in the village. It was the original Rays by St. Mark's Place. One of the best. That was one of the best St. Rays, but it was on St. Mark's Place. Really good pizza.
I actually committed a few scores with Benny Geritano's brothers, Anthony and Jonathan.
Oh, really?
I hear that. I mean, I hear. I don't know if it's true, but I hear that Jonathan is a wise guy right now. Got straightened out, and the brother Anthony is the one that got locked up. Him and another guy, Mike. They robbed the bank through the roof, and when they locked up Anthony, they seized like he had like 1.5 million in the house. That must have hurt,
Wow.
man. That hurt. Having 1.5 confiscated. Oh my god.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Jeez.
He
It
was
would
at
kill me.
huh?
It would kill me.
Yeah. Anthony was actually supposed. Jonathan got locked up with me on the New Jersey Apple Store case, but Anthony was supposed to be on that score, but he didn't show up, so he avoided. You know, he probably would have got locked up too because the kid folded immediately. Um, but you know what was my favorite in Nick's Pizza, Frank? A pepperoni calzone.
Yeah, they
They
had that. They
you
had that little window. I remember right there. You know what? You know what made it really good too. You come out of the fucking club. You're feeling a little.
no
You're
no no
hungry
no
as
no.
shit.
This place I'm talking about wasn't exactly next door to the lemon tree. This place was on like down. If you walk out of lemon tree and you make a right, when you get to the corner,
Oh
it's
yeah,
right
you gotta
across
go
the
across the
street.
street though.
Yeah, the brick oven pizza.
Yeah. I know what you're
Yeah,
talking about.
yeah.
That's on Continental, I think. Right off.
Yep, Continental. Yep, I forgot the name of the street, but that's it. Yeah, Continental.
Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah, that was good. Yes, always packed that place.
Yeah, I mean they make the. Actually, I don't think they have a brick oven. I believe they have a stone oven. Uh,
Right.
but the pizza comes out great in brick oven, wood oven, stone oven. They all fucking come out good. Um, but the calzone, man, they were like fucking huge, and they used like really, really good quality pepperoni, and the oil would leak out inside, and uh,
Yeah.
inside the calzone was fresh mozzarella, and the ricotta was good, like good quality, and then the outside was just like fucking crispy all around. I used to go
Making
there
me hungry. I'm
sometimes
gonna
and
die. God damn it.
yeah,
Yeah, I
I
know.
used to go there and just eat the calzone sometimes.
Yeah.
You
Who
know,
was the most?
I've never had Chicago pizza.
I like it. I actually like it. I don't consider
J-
it a pizza though. Does that make sense?
What? You don't consider it a pizza?
The Chicago pizza, nah, it's fucking like bread with a whole bunch of shit on it.
It's like a fucking round Sicilian
Yeah, but
in a pan. No.
yes. I like it. I don't mind it.
Jay Russo
Um,
23 wants to know, Frank and Howie in your neighborhoods growing up, who can you say was the most feared? I'll be right back while you guys answer that.
Well, I
you get
definitely
your
say one
neighborhood.
of them was Vito Guzzo.
Yeah, that was my neighborhood. But how about your neighborhood?
Probably Ronnie One Up.
Oh wow, yeah. Um, yeah, and I guess we were talking about it before. I guess Baldo too.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
You know,
Ronnie One Up was a vicious guy, when he wanted to be.
yeah. Talking about our age, it was probably my neighbor was Vito. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. our age in my neighborhood, I don't know.
People are not gonna like this, but I'll tell you right, you're ready to stop people up. You're ready to get them in your neighborhood. John Alight's up there.
Yeah, but he wasn't really from my neighborhood,
No, he was from what? Howard Beach
Woodhaven, and he hung out with
or
John Jr.
Woodhaven? What the fuck am I talking? Yeah, he's from Woodhaven.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely, he's up there.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's definitely up there for Woodhaven.
With
I
our
mean,
age, yeah.
Ozone Park had a lot of guys. You know,
Yeah, but those neighborhoods covered a lot of people. Howard Beach, Ozone Park, and Woodhaven, and basically, not for nothing, was it fair to say 75% of them answer to the Gambino family?
yeah, yeah. Big Gambino presence.
Big Gambino stronghold, huge.
Yep.
I think 75 is, yeah, that's about right because you got the Bananos and Lucchese, not the Lucchese, yeah, Banana Lucchese, but 75% was definitely Gambino.
There was actually a Colombo club too.
Was there?
Yeah, I mean, Joe Scopel, he got killed in the war. He
Oh
had a
yeah,
club.
yeah.
He had a club right across the street from Cafe 2000. You remember that place?
Sure. Right down the block from Sandro's place.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and then there was Banano, Gambino. Oh, there was also Genovese, Ciro Perone on Rockaway Boulevard and 101st around there.
Yeah, no, you had them. Don't get me wrong, but at the
Yeah.
end of the day, if you took those four neighborhoods, and even Glendale for that matter too, Glendale was another Gambino stronghold.
Yeah. You know what? I mean, I know there was a lot of Lucchese guys in the area, but I don't remember any clubs.
Me either. Hey, they're probably saying to themselves, "Good, these two rats don't remember no Lucchese fucking clubs."
Yeah.
Good, keep it that way.
Well, they had Louis Dadone had
Yeah,
the bagel
he lived
shop.
in Howard Beach.
They had the bagel shop, and a lot of guys hung out at the bagel shop. Would come to see him.
I was listening to that kid Hootie on Invest the other day. He was saying that basically that was the mecca of the mob. No, and people came there and lived there from all other places. I mean, if you talk about, yes, they had four mob bosses there living at one time, Howard Beach, but they weren't raised in Howard Beach. They come from other places.
They all come from Brooklyn,
Right. Even in my
East New
neighborhood,
York.
right, like Joe Messino, they come from Maspeth. He came from Bushwick, you understand? Or some
Right.
of them Greenpoint. He moved to Maspeth. A lot of people from my neighborhood, they were from Bushwick, moved to Bridgewood.
Right.
L'Chaim Putz wants to know any thoughts on Agnello.
Carmine Agnello. I mean, he was a tough bastard. He was also a scary guy. Yeah, he was. I mean, he was a big guy, and he was fucking crazy. You know, he's a little bit older than me, but I used to hear stories from Paulie McDonald. They were the same age, and they used to be best friends. But they got into an argument one time, and Paulie McDonald smacked him and broke his jaw. Then the next day, Carmine, Jumbo, and Carmine's brother kicked the door down at Paulie's house, but he wasn't home. But JoJo squashed it. But I remember Paulie telling me, you know how there's always somebody crazier than the next guy? He said there's nobody crazier than Carmine. And this is coming from like one of the toughest kids in the neighborhood, Paulie McDonald. Like he'd knock your head off your shoulders with a smack. You ever meet Paulie McDonald, Frank?
No. I knew the kids who had the junkyard though.
Yeah. He was one of the guys that had the junkyard.
I probably seen him, but I don't remember him.
Yeah.
I probably seen him.
Yeah. Yeah. Bobby liked him a lot. Everybody liked Paulie Mann.
Oh, did he used to come by Bobby's?
No, not really, but I'm sure he has stopped by there on occasion.
Yeah.
You know.
No, I didn't
But-
know.
You know, because they like drive through Ridgewood and Glendale to get back to Ozone Park.
That I knew. They were in Metropolitan Avenue. They were by the Newton
Yeah.
River.
Yep.
You know
Yeah.
that little bridge with the smelly ass water?
The bridge.
You know that little bridge when you're going to freaking Greenpoint from Ridgewood?
Yeah, they were like before that.
Yeah, the smelly ass water. Even in the winter
Yeah.
it smelled.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that's
The
a little
Newton
further
River.
down.
Look it up. It's the dirtiest stretch of water in the world, they says. They had a guy just freaking swimming not too long ago to create awareness for dirty water.
Hey guys, listen. I'm starting to feel worse and worse as we go, so I'm going to end this in a couple of minutes because I need to just lay down. But Jesse Roth wants to know, Howie and Frank, did you guys know each other back then?
Yeah.
Yes, we did, Jesse.
Yeah, they were friends.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we were.
Frankie
We were
was.
friends. Yeah, we weren't like no enemy, no nothing like that. We were friends.
Yeah, Frankie was my gopher.
Yeah, I used
Just
to make him
kidding.
coffee.
Nah, far from it. Far from it. I just want to get that out there. I'm only kidding.
No, that's
Far
fine. That's
from
fine.
That's only a Lee Cole.
No, I'm just letting the people know because they might think I'm being truthful. I'm only kidding.
And even if they did, who cares at this point,
Yeah.
right?
I mean, that's why I say it because it's so ridiculous.
I'm the one, man. What does it say?
All right,
I
FBS.
slapped
You
him
know
in the
what?
face.
You know what? Just pay me half of what you normally pay me. All right, FBS.
Why?
It's
Because
in
I'm
the
not
mail.
feeling good.
Yeah.
I got you. I'll send you a cash app after the show.
Yeah.
You
no
guys,
problem.
you see why I need donations? Howie's fucking strong arming me over here.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't get. I'm starting to think it's us that are keeping you from getting donations.
I know.
No, I'll tell
Yeah.
you what,
Not.
it wasn't that bad tonight at all. John DeLuca sent 50, a bunch of people.
Oh yeah,
sent
yeah,
10.
you're right.
Yeah, I have
You're
no
right.
complaints. And Ritzy Painting on my earlier show sent 100. You know what I mean? I didn't have a bad day, so no complaints.
Oh,
You know what
all
I mean?
right, good.
It's just
good.
when I have a few days where it's just nothing, it's too much to handle sometimes. But
Yeah, especially when you're paying bills, you got a family to take care of.
oh yeah, absolutely.
I used to hang out in this bar, my friend's bar, now and then, and Howie used to come in now and then. And it was always like you had to feel he was always looking for something. I go, all right, who the fuck you looking for now?
Thank you, Chad.
It was funny. And you, most of the times you were though.
Yeah, probably yes. Yeah, but you know what? That's why I always try to help you out, FBS, because out of all the channels, you're supporting the family.
Yeah.
A lot of the other channels are single guys, no family. So I give you priority.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. All right. I want to say goodbye, good night to everybody in the chat. It's been fun.
Yeah, thank you all for coming on. Thank you, Lefty, for coming on. Thank you, Frank, Howie. I appreciate
Good night.
it.
Good night, everybody. Good night. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
All right. FBS, take care.
All right. I'll talk to you soon, bro.
All right, buddy.
All right. Bye. Two good guys right there. Two good guys. It was a good show. I really liked tonight because it wasn't a bunch of people talking over each other or anything, which, some of those shows are fun as fuck too. I like them all, but it was cool tonight. I was very laid back is what I'm trying to say. But guys, I really, I feel bad, man. Like my fucking head is pounding. It's just getting worse as I sat here. My head's pounding. I'm so fucking tired. So I'm going to call it quits and just go to bed. You know what I mean? I need fucking rest. So thank you for everything. And everybody who donated tonight, thank you so much. I appreciate it. It means a lot to me. The last few days were terrible, so I appreciate you. Thank you, Stevie F. And I'll be on tomorrow. This is the plan, okay? The plan is for my addiction and recovery show tomorrow, we're going to have Don Berlin's wife, Kimberly, on to talk to us about addiction and recovery and stuff like that, treatment, whatever. I am really looking forward to that. My only fear is that I'm not going to feel up to it after the way I'm feeling right now, but hopefully I will. So if anything changes, I'll let you know early in the day. But as of right now, that's the plan. So if you are if you are interested in the addiction and recovery type shows, that topic, please tune in tomorrow at 4:30. You'll see when it's scheduled. All right. Thank you guys for everything. I love you all. And until next time, salute. Well, I can't get myself out of here. Hold on. Salute.